What is going on, everybody? Kyle here, Faro Fishing Guide Service. Getting out on Harris right now. I literally only have an hour. I got out here a lot later than I really wanted to, but I've had a lot of people message me, and I'm a pretty open guide. I like to help as much as I can. All right, just got into some deeper water. Like I said, these fish, these ones kind of move down 25, we'll call it, 28 foot of water, and they're down as far as 40. So this is what I'm looking for when I'm looking for fish. Now, a lot of these crappie are gonna set up right in here or even above them. Now, last year I had someone comment on a video saying, crappie why would they be above the bait? They're not always gonna be down below. One of the biggest tips I tell everyone is don't always go off of what you know to be true. Some of the two biggest, I'll call them myths, are that crappie only stack up, only stack vertically, or crappie only feed up. That's not the case. Last week I was getting crappie eating a jig off the bottom. And some of my clients can attest to it because we did it on my trips. So now that we found there's a perfect example right now that we're stopped, but these are fish that I'd get up on the LiveScope and we would go after. So I'm gonna get my phone on the LiveScope. Let me show you a little bit about how I approach these fish, and let's go catch some. Now, there may be some LiveScope haters, and I'm honestly not gonna even get into that. To each their own. I use LiveScope because I learn a lot from it. As a guide, and as someone who was a guide before, or who was a fisherman before I became a guide, I loved LiveScope because of what I can learn from it. Does it help you catch fish? Is it a little bit easier? Sure, but it still doesn't mean the fish are gonna bite, and it still doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to go out there and just absolutely crack them. I have this thing set right now to 120 feet because I'm just trying to locate some fish. Now, you see in the top left of the screen, 23 feet. I am up on the part of one of the channels. I am not where all of that bait is. Personally, for me, I want to find the bait that is find the fish that are on the outside of the bait. Well, as I'm skating around, I see these crappie that are just suspended, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. If you can get them like this, they can get competitive. And those that saw my last video that I posted, it's exactly how they were set up. So the way I'm going to approach this is I'm using a jig. Color this time of year, to be honest with you, my go-to, which not a lot of people throw, I don't think, but is pink and white. That's my go-to. It's always been my go-to. So that's what I'm gonna use. It's my confidence bait, but I'm sure you could throw many other different colors and catch them no problem. Now, these aren't very big. I can tell because I use this a lot. But those fish are definitely fish that are over 12 inches. They're pretty good fish. Now that one right there is a bigger fish. But these ones that are grouped up are more promising looking. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pan around. We're gonna take a look, and there's a fish right out there suspended. We're gonna take a look to see. Now I'm looking for individual fish, and here's some right here. There's a little bit of a group right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pitch this jig out there. I'm gonna zoom in. Now that last fish told me something. They didn't want it moving. That fish sees it, so I'm going to hold it there. And it's coming towards me, so he wants it moving. He's willing to have it moving. I'm going to slowly reel up, and I'm going to feel a little tick when he eats. Just like that. There you go. That fish wanted it moving. That's a decent fish, too. Oh, man. Yeah, a fish wanted to move. I had a fish earlier that didn't want to move. They're all going to be a little bit different. Let's see if we can get another. Guys, let's pan around. Some on the bottom. There's one. That's a good fish. It's a really good one. I'm just gonna hold it there. He turned. Here he comes, here he comes. He's all over it. Got him. Good one, guys. Big one. Big one. Oh my gosh, that's a good crappie. You guys see that? You guys see that? That thing absolutely choked it. That's how you want them eating it. That's how you want them eating. That's another really nice, that's a football of a fish. That's another probably pound and a quarter. Let's see how long this fish is. That fish is 14 inches long. Heck yeah, let's go. Let's find another. Let's see if we can find another. So, that fish didn't want to move. I'm going to pitch it out there, and I'm not going to move it. And that seems to be the way that they want it right now. They don't want that thing moving at all. I'm off by a little bit. But it still doesn't mean that he don't see it. I'm just not right on his head. If I go to my jig, and all of a sudden that fish return gets stronger and stronger, that means he's coming to it like it is right there. Doesn't mean that he doesn't see it. Now look how strong it is. There he is. He wanted it. There you go. Good fish. Another good fish. Another good fish. Oh yeah. There you go. Really good size crappie. See if we can get this one on the bottom. This one's right here. There it is. I'm just going to hover it right above him. Here he comes off the bottom. Look at him. Staring at it. Now this is behind the boat. This is a really hard catch, but I got him. He ate it. That was behind the boat. That's how you guys want him to eat it. You see that? I'll choose you. You look bigger. Oh yeah, it's definitely bigger than that other one. Pitch that jig out. Let that sucker ski down there. Stop it right above his head. And hold it. And bang. That's how you do it right there. Man, gosh, that's so fun. Let me know if you guys want to get some LiveScope lessons. If you guys want to come out, send me a message. There you go, that one's sitting pretty. There we go. This fish is absolutely catchable. You know, he's just positioned, he's just sitting still. He's just waiting for something to come by. Minding his own business. Ooh, a snack. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Piercing. Yep, there's a nose piercing for this one. There's a good fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That right there is a nice crappie. I mean, that's a football. Look at that. If you enjoyed that, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see. What was helpful? What do you want to learn? Hit that follow button in Farwell Fishing Guide Service. A lot of these fish right now, they're not going anywhere. They're going to sit here until that weather warms up. At 25 to 35 foot of water, even 20 foot of water, you'll find some of them bigger ones cruising. That's how you get the big ones. I hope you guys learned something. There's gonna be more to come. And remember, if you guys are interested in booking a trip, send me a message directly, or you can go on my website. Let me know how I can help out. Let's get on the water.